My name is Sue Cathcart, and I'm here today to show you how to make some Gothic jewellery. So we are going to make some Gothic jewellery today because it's that kind of season. It's a week before Halloween when all the witches and ghouls come out, so we're going to make something suitably Gothic to wear on Halloween. And I thought we could make this Gothic brooch here, which could also be a pendant, and it's in suitable Gothic type colours, and it's very easy to make, and once you make one of these things you can make lots of different things. So what you need to make your piece of jewellery is a box of scraps jewellery. You don't need an awful lot, you maybe want one or two things, buttons, earrings, little bits and pieces, ribbon, so it's worthwhile collecting some bits together. So that's your embellishment. You're then going to need a piece of cardboard, which you're going to cut your shape out of. I'm making a witch's heart today, which is a long, thin heart, like that, rather than like a Care Bear cuddly heart. I don't know why it's called a witch's heart, it's sort of just more witch-like. So we're going to cut the shape out of card, and you could cut any shape you like. You can cut round, oval, you name it. You can cut whatever you like out of it, big, small. You will need a needle and some thread. I'm using embroidery thread, 3 strands of, but you could just use ordinary thread doubled. I need some material to cover my piece with. I've got red velvet here, but again you can use whatever you like in a suitable goth colour. And I need a piece of felt for the back, and that can be any colour that you like. And if you're going to make a brooch, you will need a brooch back, which you can buy from the internet or any crafty type shop anywhere at all. They're very, very easy to buy, and they're very cheap indeed. Or a piece of ribbon to actually sew it on. Because it's upholstered jewellery, you can sew the attachments on. There you go. And you need some stuffing, which could be cotton wool or wool, whatever you like. This is actually the inside of a cushion. And the secret ingredient for this is double-sided sticky tape. That makes it a lot easier, but again, you don't have to have that. So we're going to start off, and we're, oh, Kitty Cooper, scratch there. Oh, I've got to say that I was actually making a lady in the morning for one of my things that I do with Mr. Papers and my scraps and characters that I make. So yes, that's quite a forbidding looking lady. I think she was a Duchess. Yes, in the latest Gothic storyline that I was creating for Instagram. Okay, so what do I need? So I need the card and I need my shape cut out. So I have got my shape. Now you can cut these out of anything you like, and you can download them from the internet. You can draw around anything, the top of a vitamin cap bottle, you name it. So I've drawn around that. I'm going to cut it out, and this is really nice hard cardboard. You don't want it corrugated or anything like that, so I'm going to cut that out. So there's my nice witch's heart, and this is where I'm going to cover it with double-sided sticky tape. So then I'm going to peel off one bit, and you need nails for this. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little wad of, this is my stuffing, let's get the right one, so that's nice and sticky now, and it just helps, but you could use glue. And I'm going to spread that out. Right, here we go, so there's my little puffy, cloudy heart. Now for this bit, this is the bit where scandalises people, is I could actually, if I wanted to remember Kitty Cooper forever and ever, I could take a little bit of his fur. Oh, a little bit of shock there. Oh, I could give him, so I could take a little bit of your fur, you don't mind, do you? And I could just add that. There's a little piece of fur in there as well. Actually, you probably could stuff the whole thing because he's got an awful lot of fur. He's nice and fluffy, aren't you? So I'm going to put some little scraps of, tiny scraps of Kitty Cooper fur. You can actually felt cat fur. I don't know if that would be very nice. Right. And Kitty Cooper is lovely and clean, beautifully clean. You don't want sort of grimy fur in your heart. Right. So then, I've got my padded piece and I'm going to cut out about roughly a shape. Okay, and then I'm going to peel off the back of that. Then we draw the material over the padding and you can just press that down so it's secured nicely, fairly roughly, at the back onto the sticky tape. So we've got a heart which is quite rough now. So now it's coming up the home straight of the kind of technical stuff. We get our nice bit of sewing thread and a needle, and then all you want to do is you can cut any excess off, so off loads and loads, snip that off. So I've got a nice point there, and then I'm going to take the glasses off this bit. I'm just going to thread it through the point at the end like that, and all I'm doing is actually just securing it, and I'm drawing it in so it's nice and tight. It's all snarled up. Just going to slip that. So I'm just securing that and drawing it in. So what I'm going to do now with that is I'm just going to go around and zigzag across a bit. Again, it's a bit like upholstery, and you're drawing the sides in from side to side like that. So it's nice and neat. You can spend lots of time doing this. There we go. And don't worry too much if it's not precise, because you can say go over it. So we have got our upholstered heart, like so. And there it is there. So it's not absolutely precise. That doesn't really matter because you can fix it as you go around. And this is the felt backing. So you're going to cut a piece of felt, the same from the same template, and that's actually going to go on the back of your piece to finish it off, and it'll cover up all those bits and pieces, and you'll be able to sew your brooch back on the back of that. So now it's really a matter of deciding what you're going to put on. So I've got again half an earring, I've got an earring there that I don't want. So when you're breaking up jewellery, it's really good if you have a pair of jewellery pliers like this, because jewellery is really, costume jewellery is just put together with little jump rings and wire, and it's very easy to deconstruct and just with a pair of pliers, and you can just pull it apart, there you go, and then you can take it apart, push it back together again. So as long as you've got a loop, you can sew stuff on, or even you can zigzag backwards and forwards. So you could put that there. What else? I've got loads of things. I've got nice pearls, which would be quite good as well. So you kind of just started to decide on your colour scheme. I've got a little red bead there. Lots of tiny bits and pieces. And again, you can just, with your pliers, break up a piece. So I'm going to put this in here. So here's my nice bit of embroidery thread. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to needle through the thread like that and pull it down. And it's worth checking that you've got a small enough needle to actually go through the beads, because nothing so annoying finding that it actually won't go through. And then you sew it to your template. And you carry on and you cover it up with whatever you want. And you can take bits on and off. And this is really nice because you're kind of designing it and deciding what you want. I mean, even things like this little brooch, which sadly fell off me as I was getting out of the car. And then I thought I'd lost it and then ran over it in the car. But it can just be pinned on. So if you've got tiny things, little stick pins or whatever, yeah, now is the time to use it all up. So you would cover it up to whatever your nice design was. And when you're happy with it, you then get your other piece, your felt piece here, and you put it on the back. And you just sew that all the way around, nice and neat. And if it's going to be a brooch, you would then put on your brooch back, sew that on. Or if it's going to be for around your neck, you are going to, excuse me, Kitty Coop there. Oh. You would get a nice bit of ribbon and sew it on. Yeah, because the good thing about this is you can just sew the actual attachments on like that. Or you could put little jump rings on, or you could sew chain to it, like one of the ones that I have here. That's a brooch. I've got so many. Yeah, so that's a chain which I just cut in half and sewn to the end of that one. So that's your lovely Gothic heart, which you can wear at the weekend. Very Bram Stokerish. I'm just going to put mine on here to go with everything else. I have one. There it is. So I hope that you have enjoyed watching me and Kitty Cooper make our Gothic hearts, and that you have a go yourself, because it's a really good way of using up all those scraps of jewellery. And I hope that I see you very soon in the Island Arts Centre, where we can all make something together. But anyway, thank you very much. Bye bye, and bye bye from Kitty Cooper.